Obviously, disappointing finish last 3 innings of the game for us for the majority of the season. We haven't really been an explosive offensive team, but for the first half of the season, the back end of our bullpen was really good between Sharp and Allen and Caleb Merck, and Brandon's been had moments of brilliance this year as a starter and as a reliever. So we just didn't throw enough strikes. We didn't throw strikes. We set the table for a good offensive team, and then throwing in a hit batter, and then bunch all that around a base hit, and then an error. And, you're not going to win regional games playing like that. So, good ball game for 7 innings, but fell apart for us.
Questions?
Coach, in that first, when you guys got the quick run and then 3 outs, did you think that could come back to haunt us against a good pitcher? You like to get them early.
Sure. Well, we had runner at second base and 1 out. I felt grateful for the run we got, to be honest with you, because Bobby's a good pitcher, and he showed that throughout the course of the rest of the day. Really competed well. But I was hoping we could get a few more, because I knew Preston throwing to those. They had the lefties with a bunch of lefties, and Yarbrough as a switch hitter stacked at the top of the order. I knew we needed to try, and they were going to make an adjustment at some point, which they did there to tie the game. And Preston did a good job of limiting the damage there. And then when they brought the lefties back up, I was hoping Brandon could get through them just one time. But it didn't work out.
Jim, you guys haven't seen Bobby since his first start of the year. I guess your take on kind of his stuff, and what do you think of him today?
Obviously, we had a good game plan, I thought, ready to go against him. I knew that, between the way he pitches, and I know Mike really well, and what they did at LSU, and just dominating the outer half of the plate with their fastball. It's what LSU and Ole Miss has always done. And we felt like going into the game that every right-handed hitter, especially that went up there, was going to get a fastball away to hit. We just didn't do a good job of hitting the ball the other way, and he just painted that outer half of the plate. But he's a much better pitcher today. I'm sure these guys they're the ones that are in the batter's box. They can probably tell you. But the first time we faced him, he was just a thrower. Really, he was a guy with a really good arm that was a reliever converted. Now he's got a good feel for changeup and throws his breaking ball in the zone. So, he's an elite SEC Friday night pitcher. So, he's good.
Kevin, can you talk about your home run against Bobby Wall? What kind of pitch and that sort of thing? Just take us through it.
Yeah, I knew the first at bat I had, he busted me in with a couple fastballs, so I knew he was going to try to do something like that again. And then once he got ahead, he threw a couple fastballs up, and just by letting myself sit back, and I was able to sit back on a breaking ball that he left up and get him out with it.
It looked like you got all of it. Mm-hmm. How did you feel?
It felt pretty good. I got enough of it to where it could get out, and that's all that mattered. But other than that, it was left up, and I was able to get the barrel to it.
Anything else for here?
Cal, you guys are in 0-1 hole. That's always tough. You want to get that first one, but what will be the attitude and outlook of you guys when tomorrow, whoever you play?
I think the key is we're just gonna have to put together better bats, compete every pitch, and you can't ever take a pitch off mentally. I feel like we did that a couple times tonight, so we need to do a better job of that, and we'll be okay.
Could will it be Mitchell?
Yeah. Andrew Mitchell tomorrow.
Anything else?